Hey everyone, welcome to Sims Family Life. In this episode, 3, possibly 4 major things happening in this episode. Um, at least 3 of them will be happening in this episode. Um, the first one being Levi, we touched on this one, will be going to live at the house with Miss Cassandra and them. But if you guys watched the last Sims, um, out on their own, you will know that there's some craziness going on over there. I'm not going to give too much away. You have to go check it out if you haven't already. But Levi is about ready to leave now. But before he does, there's another thing that has to be on the play, and that involves Robin. So Robin has to tell Cameron that she has to go on this trip that she has been invited to do for like business owners and stuff like that to help with like learning how to do business and stuff like that. So she's gonna go ahead and tell him and not. But this trip is gonna take a turn for the worst, guys, because a certain thing is going to happen. So she's gonna go ahead and tell him now that Levi's not gonna be the only one leaving. It's gonna also be her. For a little bit. And so she's going to tell him now. And I think he said, if that's what you think you need, then you obviously know I'm behind you and I'm backing you up all the way. So she'll be heading out now as well as Levi. So that's 2 major things happening. But she's going to have to leave a little bit earlier than Levi. Because a turn for the worse is going to happen with her. And it's also going to lead to a big storyline revolving Levi. But we'll have to wait and see what that storyline is. Um, I don't want to give too much away, but I think it's time for us to do that. So give me a minute. She will be leaving. Okay, so we are back. Robin went to her trip, and Levi had left to go over to his new place in Miss Cassandra's place. Again, I don't want to give too much away, but there is a storyline coming up. So if you guys haven't watched the last Sims out on their own, I highly suggest go checking it out. But there is a storyline coming up that involves Levi. So you guys will not want to miss that. As well as um, this episode is going to touch on something as well that involves Robin and them. So that, I'm just warning you now, can be quite a difficult thing. But let me check our calendar here and see if there's anything major we gotta else do. Well, we have a birthday coming up, but I think we'll be back before then. We actually have 2 birthdays coming up. We'll be back before them, though. But I think, for now, Cameron, why don't you just go ahead and get supper on the way, because it is going on like 8 o'clock at night, Sims. And I don't think these guys really have much to eat in the refrigerator, so you can go ahead and get dinner on the go. We'll just have Italian meatballs. Meanwhile, the kids are kind of doing their own thing right now. Um, However, Maria is hungry, so that's good that we're making something to eat. Okay, so dinner is ready. Riker and Kiana, though, however, already went to bed, so they're not going to eat, I guess. Um, but the baby's eating, so we have something to eat now. But I think it's time now to do what I had planned. So, give me a minute. So, he's getting a phone call from the state police and stating that there was an accident and we don't think that, we think this is potentially Robin and another young woman, and there's no survivors, but it looks as if someone hit them really hard and fled the scene. And so Robin and Carmen are dead. Which, I mean, I think that Cameron altogether, I mean, right now he's okay. I don't think it really set in yet, but he is definitely going to eventually feel it, like, really, really down and all that. Because, I mean, he just lost his wife and his one daughter, aka his sister. So, I mean, but I think he's trying to keep it held in for the kids because he doesn't want to let them know yet. He doesn't see the whole picture here, though. And I don't think you guys potentially see the whole picture either yet. Only time will tell on whom that person is that hit them, on if it wasn't truly an accident or not. All I do know right now is Levi is left the house, and we just found out that two other main characters in this series are now gone. Like, they're never coming back. Um, and that alone is just two of the major things that are happening in this episode. There's still one more major thing happening. Um, and that does indeed follow. Where did he go? I don't know where his room is, so hold on. Riker. So we'll have to wait till the morning to figure out what that one is. So I think Cameron, nevertheless, I think he's gonna try to get some sleep. Even though he just got some horrible news. But first, he's got to get Maria to go to bed. She's not really. She's kind of throwing the tantrum right now because I think she wants her mom, and her mom really can't be here. I think he's gonna try to read her to sleep. So I'll be back in the morning. Okay, so we're back. Riker and them are up, ready for school. Um, But we have a major thing happening today with Riker in school. And right now, Riker is telling his sister, I guess, slash cousin, in a way, about what's happening. Like, he said, I have this thing, like, in my head that's been really getting on me, and I don't know how to act on it. I don't know what to do. But, she said, don't worry, I always have your back, no matter what it is. I think you should act on it. I think I know what it is, but I think you should act on it. And he's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know who I could talk to about this. But I think that I might be in two guys. And Kiana's like, well, that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And he's like, I just don't know how to tell everybody yet. I mean, you're the first person in the family I officially told. And do you think everybody will be, like, mad at me or anything? And she's like, I think you're really just being silly about it. I think everybody will be fine. I think everybody will still care and love for you the way you are, Riker. So, Riker just dropped a bombshell on Kiana. He didn't tell anybody else yet, but the only person that truly knows is, obviously, Riker and Kiana, and he made Kiana promise not to tell anybody. And so that is the other major thing that's going to be happening. But he says that might be into guys because he has a crush on one of his classmates. We don't know who it is. The only other male, though, that he knows is this Deacon Hayes guy. So maybe it's him. We'll have to wait and see. But he just definitely dropped a bombshell. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. But we just had a major two bombshells happen. And then there was another third one that really wasn't too bad. Like, it's not bad at all to be that way. But he's still kind of in the, like, he doesn't know stage right now. So that's why it's up and down right now with him. But as for the other ones, it's really, really serious. The other bombshells that we dropped with Robin and Carmen and that. But with that said, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end this one out. I know this one was a little bit shorter, but the events have already happened. And we'll have to wait and see what happens with this whole Levi storyline now. But again, guys, I highly suggest going to check out The Last Sims out on their own. If you haven't yet, it's a big one. It's a big event one, and that will lead into this one as well. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.